Hello, hello. So we're on day 37 of staying home, staying sane, and staying safe. So I hope you guys are all well. Okay, so today's video is really quick. Yesterday's video was about anger management. And today I got two calls from two mothers. Okay, and the question was about angry children. If, like, basically it has to do with the same things like for adults about the human needs and all that. Now, with kids, okay, first of all, definitely do you have to create a space of love. When they are working up and when they are angry, they do not need to feel judged. It's shameful. We don't want to shame our kids for feeling their emotions, for getting in touch with what they're feeling. We don't, not only do we not want to shame them, we need to help them understand what they're feeling. We need to help them find healthy ways to express what's inside and like relieve themselves of the discomfort. So if we're giving them odd looks and, you know, that disappointed look that you better stop what you're doing because I'm just really going to hit the roof in a bit, but they can see it in your face and they can feel it in your energy. It's very traumatizing for them, and that's how they tend to label themselves afterwards. And if you may not be labeling them, but if you just give them that look and they feel it and they can see it and they know that they've disappointed you, they tend to label themselves. So there are a lot of similarities with things with kids. A lot of the techniques are similar. I wouldn't say the same, because with kids, a lot of time the anger has to do with emotions and things that maybe aren't even clear to them. A lot of them, if we're talking about a young age, the awareness hasn't actually been it hasn't been cultivated yet. So if you're there and you're actually walking them through the process and helping them cultivate and allowing them to have their outbursts, you know, kids do imitate a lot. So if they've seen bad anger management, they just haven't learned themselves how to handle anger management, how to handle their anger. So, and that doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, you haven't done it well, so you've just taught your kid to not do it well. It doesn't mean that. You know, it could have just been that one moment in, like, you know, the whole of their life. Maybe they're like 3 or 2 that, you know, and you just had one really, really big outburst. But there is that tendency where that one incident could actually block, and it can like lock into their system, and all of the previous things that they've seen, you know, that they don't really seem to have memory of. So they're kind of stuck and fixated on that one thing, that trigger, and then it like remains as a trigger, and once it's triggered, that's it, they can't control it. So it's not exactly the same. Create the safe space for your children. Don't make them feel judged. Make them feel that I'm going to give you the space and the time to cool off, to relax, collect yourself, and we'll talk about it once you're feeling more calm. We'll talk about it, we'll discuss it. You can discuss the emotions, you can discuss what happens in the body, what they feel, how they let it out. You can discuss healthier ways of handling it. Now, if you need more details, please do contact me, because for a child as well, it's very scary. It's very scary to suddenly feel at moments that they are not in control, especially when they don't want to upset the people around them. They don't want to disappoint mummy and daddy. They don't want to disappoint their teachers. Sometimes they may be angry either with their friends or with something that's happened, and you know, they don't want to slash out. But there are children that will explain to you, and they will actually tell you that in that moment I couldn't control myself. I don't know what happens. Like, things just happen. My hands begin to do things, like maybe they'll hit, or I begin to say things that I don't mean and I can't control it. And they really do mean it when they say it. So it all depends on the age. If we're talking about a young age, it's a very different approach. If we're talking about teenagers, it's a very different approach. young adults, you know, everything has its age group and everything has different techniques and like not rules, but like it's all tailor made for who the client is, you know, what they're like, what they've been through. So please do not hesitate to contact me if you need more guidelines or if you'd like to book an appointment, okay? Anger is something that you can deal with. It's not something that you should learn to live with. So that's it for today. Have a great evening. I love you guys. Till tomorrow. Bye.